Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find that this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. Also, if you want to order any of my tarot lessons, tarot sessions, I do still have the special going on through the end of January for $55.55 for a 30-minute session. So get in on that if you want to be able to take advantage of that special. By February, I will resume my regular prices. Now, let's jump in. We're just going to do a general reading. If you want to order any of my decks or any of my services, y'all know what to do. Thank you for everybody who is newly subscribed to my channel and those who have been rolling with me for a minute now. I appreciate every last one of you. I appreciate the likes, the subscribes, and the comments that you all leave on my messages. So let's jump in. What do you need to clear from your energy at this time? I am pulling from my Declare and Decree deck. Whatever comes out, you want to write it on paper and burn it. Give thanks to the Most High and your spiritual team for helping you to clear it. So we have here all blockages. We just had this. All blockages, all energy that blocks my sovereignty, birthright, and inheritance are cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. We just had this come out, y'all. So this must be very important. All energy that blocks my sovereignty, birthright, and inheritance are now cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Go ahead and screenshot that. Write it down and burn it. You don't need no blockages to those things that are divinely and rightfully yours. So maybe it's saying, for some of you, if you feel like things just haven't moved yet, there's some sort of blockage that needs to be cleared concerning your inheritance, what is inherently yours based on what has been passed down through your lineage, whether it's your spiritual gifts, your creativity, your wealth, your peace, good health, your love life, remembrance of who you are, whatever it is, that needs to be cleared out. So now I'm going to pull a general message. This is my book, Guided Light, if you want to order my book. It is a book full of channeled messages. It's not meant to be read from front to back. Whatever page you open it up to is what you should read. The back of the book has 55 random messages. That's generally what I go to when we are doing these readings. So I'm opening up to message 33. So it says, you have truly done the work to heal your inner child, and it shows. The light shining from within you is very noticeable and allows you to express your authentic nature without fear of judgment by others. This time marks a brand new beginning, and you will find yourself embarking on many desires and passions of your inner child. So y'all have done the work. Random message 33. 33 breaks down to a 6. That can deal with your intimate relationships, your family dynamics. But it's all about harmony, okay? Restoring harmony in your life. So because you have been doing the work to heal your inner child, you're having some breakthroughs here, and you're glowing, you're shining, you're thriving, your imagination is becoming more active, and so you're starting to have more ideas, more creative ideas, and you're also awakening that zeal and that passion to pursue those ideas. So I can see beautiful things coming through. If you've been seeing 333, then that number is that message is definitely for you. Or if you happen to be a life path 33, that is certainly a message for you. So let's jump in. Light my sage just to make sure the energy is clear here, y'all, because we always get a couple of little stragglers that come through the side and the back doors. They need to get these messages more than anybody, but a lot of times they just come in as spectators just to send their little evil eye, and things of that nature. So gotta clean up and disinfect, y'all, okay, just to keep the energy right. So now, what do you need to know at this time? This won't be a long message today because I don't have a lot of storage right now. I got to clean up my storage. This will be a pretty short message, but hopefully it'll be just as impactful. 4 of Swords and a reverse. I feel like this is a strong indicator. 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, 44. So this is a strong indicator that you're coming out of that rest period. I feel like you've had enough time to rejuvenate your energy, to balance yourself back out. For some of you, if you felt like your energy was low for whatever reason, and you might have slept more, or you just, didn't feel as enthusiastic to take action, I feel like now that energy, you've gotten the rest, you were still long enough to now be able to get back out there. And that's necessary. You never want to put yourself down just because you don't feel as pumped up to move on particular things. When your body is telling you to slow down, you want to listen to it, because if you don't listen to it, you get sat down, and nobody wants to get sat down. So Four of Wands, now things are being restored. Now things are starting to move forward here. If there was a lack of momentum, if you felt like you was blocked, if you felt like things just wasn't progressing for you, it will begin to progress now, because look at that, Queen of Wands. Your energy is now heightened. So for some of you, you're like, man, I feel pumped. I'm feeling good. And I know I am, y'all. I must admit, I just purchased these, but I have some activated charcoal, the powdered form. And I know that it's very good at binding, free radicals and toxins and heavy metals and things like that, and clearing that from your system. The activated charcoal is, carbon, right? And we are carbon beings when you're talking about melanated beings. And so we need to make sure that we stay in alignment with that energy. So taking this has actually had, my energy has been pretty high, and I've only done it about 3 times, but these I just ordered. I haven't opened this one yet. This is the organic coconut activated charcoal. It's in the capsules, okay? 100%, okay? So I'm gonna start taking these soon, but I'm feeling real good, y'all. I don't know if you can tell, but my energy is like, yes. So hopefully you all are feeling that as well. So the Queen of Wands, you're feeling confident, you're feeling courageous and bold, like you have this zeal for life, and just inner joy. So when you're in that, on that frequency, manifestations are easy. Creative ideas come to you easily, and you have the inspiration and the energy to pursue those things. So that's always good. I feel like your house is in order. Things are balancing out. Let's see. 7 of Cups is in a reverse. So if your head wasn't clear, Queen of Swords, you have clarity here. Your mind is clear. Look at this. Many of you are in a celebratory energy here. No more smoke screens, no more rose-colored glasses. You're not living in an illusion, like you see things for what they are. I feel like it's because you cleared out a lot of things that just was not in alignment with your emotional fulfillment anyway. So because you removed those things, that passion and that excitement comes from within. You don't have to seek anything or anyone outside of yourself in order to feel fulfilled and just happy. So let's see. Look at that. That's because you dropped any and everything that was burdensome. Hello. When you're carrying the load of life and you're carrying everybody else's responsibilities and carrying everybody else's traumas and everybody else's fears and everybody else's whatever, you can't sit on your throne because you don't have time to. You don't even have the time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You're just constantly in labor, but never having the opportunity to sit down and taste those fruits and relish in them and let them just sit on your palate for a minute. You see what I'm saying? You dropped it. No more. Okay? No more. You released it. And you may be starting to delegate tasks. If you have other people that can assist you, you're no longer just sitting back saying, no, I don't need no help. No. You're like, nope. If that's what you would like to do, absolutely go ahead. I know I have. Because see, my children, I have 6 children. Many of you know this by now. And the bigger your home, the more cleaning that needs to happen. The more children you have, the more often you have to clean. And sometimes it can get very overwhelming because I can have my house looking spick and span right now, and by tomorrow, it's time to do it all over again. So I said, you know what, to hell with that. I got all these babies. They are now of age to the point where they can get out here and get it in. Okay, we're going to handle some business. So now, we're getting a better system in alignment so that my mind is clear, because clutter it makes me like, I can't think right. If everything is just looking crazy, I can't think right. So now I'm delegating tasks. So that's my example of dropping the burdens and allowing others to come in and do their part. But for some of you, whatever these things are, I feel like your hands are free to be able to focus on other things now. So I have the 2 of Wands in a reverse. Some of you might have played it safe for a little bit too long. You didn't give yourself permission to see what else was out there. Somebody might have wanted you to play it safe and to feel like you had to carry the burdens alone. They wanted you to feel overwhelmed because you had to do a lot of things by yourself. But now you're starting to realize that that's not even your reality. If somebody left you to carry the weight, hoping that it will cause you to feel stressed out or overwhelmed and to not have time to focus on those things that you love, they failed miserably because it's not happening that way. It's not unfolding that way. One thing about having a spiritual team is that there is nothing that you cannot ask for. If you feel overwhelmed and weighed down, ask your spiritual team to send you help. And that help will come. That help will most definitely come. Okay? There's nothing too big, nothing too small. But I feel like somebody was hoping that you would remain in this energy. Maybe hoping that somehow you would fall back on them and go and beg them for assistance or whatever the case may be. But that's not the case. Things are moving forward in a very positive, smooth, and peaceful direction. Look at that, Page of Swords in a reverse. Somebody is sending the evil eye, gossiping, of course, you know. Very immature, manipulator. It's always the case, but your intuition tells you it all. Like, you see right through it at all times. You ain't never blinded to nothing. This card wanted to fall out. What is this? Damn, they stressed out. They are stressed out. They want to fall out, okay? This person is stressed out because of your silence. You've gone completely silent on this person. And I think that their plan to try to make you feel like you was overwhelmed and doing it all by yourself, it failed. Because you're looking good. Like, you're shining, you're glowing, you're taking the inspired action to pursue those things that that you love, okay? You definitely don't look like you're carrying the load by yourself. You don't look like you're burdened at all, chosen. And so somebody is very stressed out and overwhelmed and having anxiety because their plan did not work. I mean, now rather than you feeling like you're heavy and weighed down and burdened and carrying the load by yourself, now they carry the emotional, mental, and spiritual load. Okay, look at this. Trying to cause problems, of course. Five of Wands. Okay, but you made a judgment call and your spiritual team made a judgment call on this person. So regardless of what they tried to do, is not working because you're still thriving. You are now seeing the fruits of your labor and you get to sit down and enjoy it as well. You get to take those necessary breaks now. Look at this. Because you release the devil because you are the star seed, chosen seeds, okay? You release this toxic ass energy. No more of that, please. I don't even know why they thought you was going to stay seated in that. Who wants to be around a miserable person? Who? Except for another miserable person, because misery does love company. But that's not your energy anymore. If it was your energy back then, it's not your energy now. You're thriving and looking good. Self-sufficiency. Okay? Reaping your rewards. So with this devil in the reverse, you've released limiting belief systems. If in your mind you thought, okay, there's no way to get out of this situation, that's come to a completion with the number 10 here. No more of that. This is a new beginning for you, and you're taking advantage of every door that opens for you now. So I feel like you're not staying in that energy of having negative thoughts and feeling chained and confined and controlled. You've detached from all of that. If you had any addictive patterns that could have weighed you down, okay, that you was using to cope with all of this energy right here that you was carrying, you dropped all of that. It is no longer a burden to you. So I feel like somebody is feeling some type of way because you walked away. You're gone. You're moving on, okay? You're moving on to with those things that bring you happiness and wish fulfillment here. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody wanted you juggling. Damn. They wanted you juggling, but you still come out. The star card was at the bottom of the deck before, and now it's come out again. You still came out shining. You maintained your faith and you kept your calm, okay? You know that you have a divine purpose here. So in a lot of ways, like, you've been rejuvenated, you've been revived. Some of you should be feeling like a new person out there in a lot of ways, you know, letting go of those things that don't serve you. And look at the bitter Joes out here, bitter Joes and bitter Bettys, just feeling some type of way. Feeling some type of way. Let me see. What is this? King of Swords in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse. I feel like you spoke some truth to this person. You let them know what it was and you moved on. You didn't even waste a whole lot of time saying what you needed to say, because it was what's understood don't need to be explained, right? What's understood does not need to be explained. So this person knows that they was miserable, that they was toxic and karmic in your energy. They know this. They're not blind to this. But they wanted you to feel like, oh, without them, the life is a heavy load. Everything is on you. Without them, can you really carry the burden? Absolutely. Because the Most High, when you release things that's not good for you, the Most High makes room to bring in those things that's going to assist you in order to maintain your internal peace. That is very important to the Most High Mother and Father, that you as a divine being has the right circumstances in order to maintain internal peace, because that's what allows you to continue to have that divine connection, to keep that spark, and to stay in alignment with your purpose. You can't be passionate about your purpose if you're burdened and weighed down with things that's not your burdens to carry. So that got dropped at the right timing. And now you're shining. You ain't carrying none of that. Matter of fact, you stripped down all of those old garments. You're not carrying none of that stuff with you into 2025. That's for sure. You are transparent and fully vulnerable because you know that you are safe and protected. Anytime you see a person in these cards that's naked, they know that they're protected, right? They know they're protected. You ain't got to have on no armor. You don't have to have on no camouflage to blend in. No, you butterball naked, because you know that in this energy, the Most High, you are most protected in your vulnerability. You are most protected when you're in your transparency and authenticity. You dropped all of it. 7 of Cups. This past person, I feel like now they're drinking themselves into oblivion because you put it to rest. Okay? You put it to rest. It's over. The Magician is here. Y'all manifested a brand new beginning. You started doing the spiritual work. You began to recognize that you are the alchemist. And you started to take advantage of those tools that you have to shift your circumstances. And that is exactly what's happening for you. Look at this. Some of y'all had to divorce somebody with the irreconcilable differences. You probably had to divorce somebody because they had addictive patterns. They were self-serving. It was all about them. Very much so in their ego. But this is you. Like, okay, I'm feeling damn good. You feel good, but this person was in denial here. They was in denial about their negative and unhealthy patterns and a social circle that they were surrounded by. That's for some of you. Everything is not dealing with relationships, but regardless of whatever the connection was, that contract is severed. I told y'all this is the year of cutting all karmic contracts. And this is why you are looking so good and so fly and feeling great and confident and bold. Like, come on with it. So I feel like this is leaving people in a very bitter space, but they'll get over it. I mean, so yeah, 2 of Pentacles and the lockbox, they're completely blocked from your energy. They have zero access. And this is what they have, their emotions are like up and down. They can't even keep it balanced at this point. They're dealing with a lot of financial strife, and things are just, they're hard for whoever this person is that they tried to cause problems for you. It's very difficult. So I'm just going to take one last message from my book to close out. Okay, if you find that this resonates with you, leave a message below. Let me know what you think. So message 31, it says, what you have to say is significant and will greatly influence many. You may consider revisiting an opportunity you deferred because of insecurity and fear. Be courageous and pursue your vision with boldness, as this will ignite a strong passion and boost your creativity. You will soon realize that your fears were simply illusions, and the only thing that can hold you back is your own limited perceptions. Y'all are free as a bird. You are free as a bird. And you know what's interesting? I was woken up out of my sleep last night, and I was given a message about the birds. And so in this message about the birds, I was shown that there are particular birds, of course, as you know, who are in solitude most of their life, right? The eagle, the falcon, the owl, the heron. These are birds that live most of their lives in solitude, alone. But one thing about these birds is that when you see them, you notice them right away. Okay, if you see an owl, you pulling out your phone, or you're going to tell the person next to you, like, do you see that? Right? When you see an eagle, you're going to do the exact same thing. When you see a heron, when you see a woodpecker, these are all birds that they travel alone, but when you see them, they're always captivating. They always pull you in. It's something very unique about them. Why? Because they're not common. And what I heard was birds of a feather flock together. That's what made me go off into that thought process. Birds of a feather flock together. And I was like, well, what happens when you just not of the same feather, right? Then what happens is you are in the category of an eagle, a woodpecker, a heron, an owl, okay? You are in the category of these types of birds. And when you're in that category, you stand out. You stand out. You do marvelous things. You do amazing things. Because usually when you evaluate the ability of these particular birds, a lot of the times they're the head of their territory, right? They're the head of the terrain. They're the head of a lot of the other, bird species, or maybe their own species, but they have a strong position amongst other birds. And I was thinking about that, like, man, if birds had the same ego that humans do, there would be a lot of jealous birds. Because you have those same birds, the common birds that you see every day, where there'll be hundreds of them, throughout the day, you'll see them. And most of the time, you don't really think twice like that. I take note of all birds, but there's certain birds where it's like, it just gives you that, oh my goodness, cardinals, blue jays, it's just certain birds. But let you see an eagle or an owl or a woodpecker, these birds are like, whoa. Oh my goodness, that's when it's something great. It's a great message, okay? It's a great symbol behind that. And so if birds had the same ego that humans have, birds would be feeling some type of way all the time, because it's like, I've been sitting on your windowsill chirping all day. Me and my crew been sitting out here in the bushes all day, and we don't get you coming out here taking pictures of us. But the moment you see that blue jay, or the moment that you see that eagle or that owl, you running to go grab somebody, or you getting your phone to take pictures. That's how humans feel when the chosen seed is present. And when you are placed in that position of elevation, that's how they feel. Because people gravitate towards you. People are inspired by you. People are in awe of your energy because you're so unique. You're so different. And that's why stripping down naked is so important. When you was around these karmics, you had to wear layers just to protect your energy, because you was carrying so many burdens. You had to wear layers, right? But in your authenticity and your transparency, you shine like a star. Without that heavy armor on, you shine like a star and you stand out, okay? Because you're so unique. Your energetic signature is so unique. We got too many people out here in the world that looks like everybody else. They talk like everybody else. They act like everybody else. They move like everybody else. They dance like everybody else. They dress like everybody else. Like, there's nothing about them that makes them stand out. But you chosen, you will be spotted in a crowd of 1,000 easily. Easily. Okay? And you're going to find that there will be a lot of people that are inspired and magnetized to you. And there will be a few people that's going to be like, why is everybody drawn to him? Why is everybody drawn to her? And they're going to feel some type of way. So that's why you have these type of karmics that's in the energy that they're angry, they're disappointed that you released the burdens, because they know that what comes with releasing burdens, that freedom comes with that. And when a person is free, happiness comes with that. Joy, peace, creativity, new doors open. Like, they know that this is what your fate looks like now that you drop them. No more carrying, you don't carry dead weight no more. So that's why you got folks watching from behind the scenes feeling some type of way, going through anxiety and all of these things. But that's neither here nor there. You are thriving. And whatever these creative ideas are, just like message 33, what number was that at the end? 31. Message 31 was saying, what you have to say is significant and will greatly influence many. So you have messages out there, okay? Your voice needs to be heard. And this could be an opportunity that you had in the past, or an idea that you deferred because of fears and insecurities. But now you're past that, because you don't have the wrong type of people and energy clinging to you. So you're not holding on to their energy anymore. You're not letting them project their fears and insecurities off onto you and embodying them as your own. So now you're ready to be courageous and to pursue your visions with boldness, okay? And this is going to enhance and, really get that creativity and that spark going, okay? And so you're not limiting yourself anymore. No more of that. So this is a beautiful message. I hope that it brought you all clarity. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. I love you, and I'll talk to y'all next time.